legends last.
Hello, dearies. Welcome back to
Rogues Crime Galleria.
I'm your host, Todd H., coming to you from an undisclosed location in the Sunshine State. And tonight, we're going to get into Nannie Doss, the Giggling Granny serial killer. Probably not somebody you want to eat cookies or drink milk around. Anyway, before we get into the story, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons and the notification bell, and feel free to share these shows with people that might be interested in the same things. We really appreciate that. But right now, let's get into it.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, you're joining us as we plunge into the unsettling story of a woman known by some chillingly contrasting nicknames. Nannie Doss.
Yeah, also called the Giggling Granny, the Jolly Black Widow, and the Lonely Hearts Killer. Quite the list.
It really is. For this deep dive, we've looked through a collection of online articles you shared, encyclopedias, news archives, true crime sites, that sort of thing.
Right. And our mission here as we explore these sources together is really to uncover the key events and, well, if we can, the motivations behind the many deaths that seem to follow Nannie Doss around.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. Nancy Hazel, that was her birth name, born November 4th, 1905, in Blue Mountain, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like her early life really set the stage. A consistent thing in these articles is this deep resentment towards her father.
Yeah, he sounds like he was very forceful, very controlling.
Definitely. You see accounts of him making the kids work on the farm instead of going to school, limited her opportunities, you know.
And what about that train accident? That seems significant. She was, what, 7?
Yeah, exactly. She hit her head, and later on, Nannie herself would point to this, saying it caused headaches, depression.
And her mental instability, as she put it. It pops up quite a bit when looking for explanations, doesn't it?
It really does. And think about this. Her father was super strict. No makeup, no nice clothes, definitely no socializing.
Uh-huh.
But Nannie found an escape, kind of, in her mother's romance magazines.
Ah, right. That contrast is something else, isn't it? This really restricted life versus the completely idealized romance she's reading about.
It feels like a blueprint for a life she desperately wanted, but, well, never really got.
It certainly seems to set the stage for what many sources call her later obsession with finding the real romance of life, this yearning, against the harsh reality she faced. It's crucial to keep in mind.
So, okay, fast forward. Her first marriage, she's just 16.
Wow, 16.
Right. After only knowing him for 4 months, she marries Charlie Braggs. They work together at a linen factory. But any dream of marital bliss, maybe from those magazines, vanished pretty quick. Charlie's mother insisted on living with them.
Oh, that always causes tension.
You bet. Immediate problems in the household.
And connecting this back, this early experience, this difficult home situation, maybe not entirely her fault, could it have fueled that dissatisfaction, that wanting something different?
Could be. They had 4 daughters, and this is where things get really dark, really tragic.
Oh.
In 1927, their 2 middle daughters died, just months apart, under very mysterious circumstances.
Oh, mysterious.
Well, Braggs later said they were perfectly healthy, then suddenly had convulsions after breakfast and just died. Nannie apparently had no real explanation.
That raises a huge question, doesn't it? She denied involvement later, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
always denied it.
Yeah.
But the timing, the lack of a medical reason, it casts a long shadow. Some articles even hint at poisoning way back then.
Chilling. So what happened with Braggs?
Shortly after the deaths, he left. He took their oldest daughter, Melvina, with him, but actually left the youngest with Nannie.
He left one child.
He did. He divorced Nannie later and claimed, and this is key, he left because he was genuinely afraid of her.
Wow. Afraid of her. After seeing 2 kids die like that says a lot.
It really does. Fear is a powerful motivator, and his words, even now, they speak volumes. He got himself and 1 kid out.
Suggests it was way beyond just marital problems.
Absolutely. So Nannie didn't stay single long. 1929, she finds husband number 2, Robert Franklin Harrelson.
How does she meet him?
Through a Lonely Hearts column. A method, as you'll see, she uses again and again.
The Lonely Hearts Killer nickname starting to make sense.
Exactly. He apparently wooed her with poetry. She sent him letters, even a cake. They got married, but it sounds like it was a deeply unhappy relationship.
Oh, I was wrong this time.
Harrelson was described as an alcoholic, violent temper. Just bad news.
So this pattern starts. seeking romance through these ads, but finding men with pretty serious flaws.
Seems like it. Makes you wonder if there was a disconnect between the dream she wanted and the reality of who she chose, or who chose her.
Yeah, good point. How long did that marriage last?
16 years, surprisingly. But then, at the end of World War II, something horrific happened.
Okay.
After a night of heavy drinking, Harrelson raped Nannie.
Oh, God.
The very next day, she found his hidden corn whiskey, laced it with rat poison. He died after his next drink.
So that's the first confirmed kill. The sources point to this one.
Yes, unequivocally. While the daughters' deaths are suspicious, this act against Harrelson seems like a real turning point, a deliberate act. The sources are clear. Her first acknowledged victim.
It's a disturbing escalation. So, husband number 3.
Orly Lanning. Again, Lonely Hearts column. They married just 3 days after meeting.
3 days. Okay. Was he any better?
Nope. Another alcoholic, a womanizer. Same issues as husband number 2. But this time, the articles note Nannie would disappear for long stretches.
Interesting. A change in her behavior, maybe? Perhaps empowered after Harrelson, or just getting more restless?
Could be either. Arlie died in 1950. Official cause? Heart failure, maybe from the flu.
And people believed it.
Apparently. The townspeople rallied around Nannie, the grieving widow. But wait, there's more.
Of course there is.
After his funeral, the house burned down. Nannie collected the insurance money.
Okay, now the financial motive starts creeping in alongside the romance thing. That insurance money. That's a detail to remember.
Definitely. And adding to the suspicion around this time, Lanning's elderly mother, who Nannie was caring for after a hip fracture, died in her sleep.
While Nannie was caring for her.
Yep. Then Nannie moves in with her bedridden sister, Dovey Frances Hazelweaver, shortly after. Dovey dies too.
Oh, come on. One after the other like that, all under her care.
Paints a very unsettling picture. Hard to dismiss as coincidence. No direct proof at the time, but it adds to this image of, well, a woman surrounded by an improbable amount of death.
Statistically improbable is putting it mildly. Okay, who's next? Husband number 4.
Richard L. Morton, 1952. Met through a dating service this time, the Diamond Circle Club.
A slight variation. Was he different?
Not an alcoholic, but a womanizer. So the pattern of flawed partners continues.
It's like she was drawn to men who disappoint her. Or maybe, as some sources guess, her desire for independence just clashed with marriage.
Maybe. Within just 3 months of marrying Morton, both he and Nannie's own mother, Lou Hazel, die.
Her mother, too.
Yes. Lou had moved in with them after Nannie's father died. Both deaths later determined to be poisoning.
Wow. That's a significant escalation. Her own mother. The number of victims in such a short time, it's striking. Suggests she was getting more confident or maybe desperate.
Hard to say. Then came Samuel Doss, husband number 5, the last one.
Okay.
He was a minister she married in June 1953 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Described as upstanding, not an alcoholic, not a womanizer like the others.
So a bit different from the pattern.
A bit. But he was conservative, very frugal, and importantly, he strongly disapproved of Nannie's beloved romance novels.
The novels again. So even with a seemingly decent guy, there was a major point of friction.
Seems so. Her first attempt to kill Samuel was September 53. Arsenic-laced prune cake.
Prune cake.
Seriously.
Wait, did it work?
No. He survived, spent a month in the hospital recovering.
Unbelievable.
But when he got home, October 1954, she got him with arsenic in his coffee. That was it. That was the act that finally brought her down.
So that final act was her undoing, his sudden death right after getting out of the hospital. That raised red flags.
Big time. His doctor got suspicious, ordered an autopsy, and boom, large amount of arsenic found. Led straight to Nannie's arrest.
Finally caught. And the confession, that was weird too, wasn't it?
Totally bizarre.
Yeah.
Under interrogation, they promised her a romance magazine.
You're kidding? A magazine.
Nope. And after that promise, she confessed.
Killing 8 people.
8. Who did she admit to?
Husbands 2, 3, 4, and 5, Harrelson, Lanning, Morton, and Doss. Her mother, Lou, her sister, Dovey, Arlie Lanning's mother, and her own grandson, Robert Lee Haynes.
Her grandson, too. Jeez. But she still denied the first daughters. And the other granddaughter.
Yep. Steadfastly denied those early deaths.
The fact that a romance magazine was the key, it just speaks volumes about that fixation, that delusion. Even then, what a strange duality. Which brings us to those nicknames. Giggling Granny. Apparently, she smiled and giggled during interrogations discussing the deaths.
That's just creepy.
Right. Lonely Hearts Killer, Black Widow. Pretty obvious references to how she met husbands and what happened to them. Lady Bluebeard, another grim one for spouse killers.
So, motivations. What do the sources really lean towards? Was it romance or money? Or both?
It's complex. Yes, she collected insurance money sometimes, but she always maintained her main drive was marital boredom, this lifelong, tragic search for the real romance of life from the magazines.
That unattainable ideal seems key, doesn't it?
It does. And then there's that childhood train accident again. She kept blaming it for her headaches, blackouts, instability. Hard to know how much it contributed, but she clearly thought it was profound.
And we can't forget the other lingering suspicions, even if unproven legally.
Exactly. Those two middle daughters. Her granddaughter, Melvina, thought she saw Nannie kill her with a hairpin.
A hairpin? Guy.
And her grandson, Robert Lee Haynes, whose death in her care was ruled asphyxiation. They all just add to this deeply unsettling pattern.
So legally, what actually happened?
She pleaded guilty, but only to the murder of Samuel Doss, May 17, 1955. Got life imprisonment for that one crime.
Just for Doss, even though she confessed to others.
Correct. Never prosecuted for any of the other suspected murders.
It really highlights the challenge of building those cases, especially back then, without solid evidence for events long past.
For sure. Nannie Doss spent her final years in the hospital ward of the Oklahoma State Penitentiary. Died of leukemia, June 2, 1965.
So, wrapping this up, we see this cycle. Multiple marriages, just a staggering number of suspicious deaths, mostly family. Poison, usually arsenic.
Yeah. Eventually caught, confesses to some, but the why remains murky. That weird mix of chasing a fantasy romance and maybe grabbing some cash along the way.
And that image of the Giggling Granny, that cheerful facade masking such calculated killing, it's profoundly disturbing, makes it hard to really grasp.
Leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Considering the time period, the expectations for women then, how much did that play into her getting away with it for so long?
That's a really good question. And what does this incredibly dark story reveal about deception? About that desperate search for fulfillment, even if it's totally misguided? Where can unmet, unrealistic desires actually lead? It's quite something to think about.
Well, Nannie Doss. Really quite something to think about. I'm your host, Todd H., back with you. And Nannie Doss, what a vicious woman. And seemingly all for money. Anyway, I just want to give special thanks to Eli Stone and to Nora Steele. And that's all we have for you right now. Be careful around those grandmothers. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss any shows. We'll see you next time on Rogues Crime Galleria.
Step inside. Don't look back. Every shadow's got a name. From the alleys where the cold steel sings to the suits with blood on diamond rings, ghosts of power, greed, and flame. Every legend leaves a stain. Whispers crawl through history's halls, mugshots hanging on haunted walls. Outlaws riding, empires fall. You're one step from it all. Truth gets buried, lies get tall, but we're the ones who hear the call. Welcome to the Rogues Galleria, where the wicked live forever. Every crime, every killer's tale, locked in time, we unveil. Yeah, the darkness tells ya you can't run from your past. In the Rogues Galleria, we make the legends last. We make the legends last. Ponzi kings with a silver grin, my boss deals in a world of sin. Six gun smoke in a desert sky, another outlaw lives a lie. Cold case files and a killer's code, buried truths on a broken road. Every story that chills your spine, we bring it back to life. No escape when the truth gets loud, faces staring from the crowd. Welcome to the Rogues Galleria, where the wicked live forever. Every crime, every killer's tale, locked in time, we unveil. Yeah, the darkness tells ya you can't run from your past. In the Rogues Galleria, we make the legends last. We make the legends last. Every name carved in the night, every wrong dressed up is right. If you listen, you'll hear them breathe in the gallery. They never leave. Welcome to the Rogues Galleria. Step inside, don't you falter. Every sin, every twisted mind, we expose what you won't find. Darkness calls ya. Now you're part of the past in the Rogues Galleria. You ain't leaving once you pass. Rogues Galleria, where the stories never die.